Okay, so today we are going to be talking about the best money making methods for early game, mid game, and late to end game. This will be split into three parts, so this one will be early game, and the other two, well, next videos. So before we get started, uh, join the Discord server. Join my Discord server. Link in description. We are posting a lot of giveaways there. And when we hit 300 subs, there's going to be a 40 mil giveaway, and there'll be two winners, so two people will get 20 mil each. And if we hit 1k subs before next year, I will be hosting a 100 mil coin giveaway, and well, the amount of winners still not decided. Could be no, for sure not one winner. Like two winners, four winners, maybe even 10 winners, who knows. But yeah, join the Discord server. You don't want to miss out on giveaways because it's literally free money. So now for money making methods for early game, I would say you would want to start off, or anyone should start off with farming, because farming is going to be the thing that sets you up, especially when you start with pumpkins and sugarcane, which is what I started with. Because pumpkins to are easy to make. It's just seeds. Just seeds, leave two spaces, another two spaces. Yeah, just alternate between spaces. As long as there's two in the middle, it'll be fine. But pumpkins make a solid amount of money. At least for, well, for early game. Eventually you're gonna want a better farm, which is where sugarcane comes in, netherwort, carrots, or even back there if it renders. Uh, right there, my giant wall of cocoa beans that I barely even used. So yeah, this is what set me up. This is how I got my Shadow Assassin armor from Strong Armor. I got the Livid Dagger that way, Flower of Truth, basically a whole Berserker setup. So Shadow Assassin, Baby Yeti, Livid Dagger, Flower of Truth, all that stuff, all from pure farming. Now, depending on your farming level, of course, you will be making a different amount of money. I haven't farmed in a while myself because, well, it takes a lot of time, and I kind of don't have that. But if I would, even right now, I would continue to farm. And for early game especially, pumpkins is important because of how much farming XP it gives you. And this is important for later crops because, well, you get more crops, which means more money. And if we look at Bazaar, which is mostly where you're going to sell it, for carrots and cocoa beans, I'm going to say potatoes too, but I don't really have a potato farm, I think. Yeah, I think. Cocoa beans, this is how much they go for. You could turn them into enchanted cookies. Completely fine, up to you. Carrots, this is how much they go for. It's not a lot, but the amount of carrots you actually get, this is actually an insane amount. And you can, of course, craft them to golden carrots, which, again, up to you. I wouldn't recommend it. It's kind of expensive. Potatoes, same thing. Or you can turn them into hot potato books, which is really cheap. So 20, you're gonna be selling it for 28K basically. And if you sell it as a normal potato, it'll be 27K. So an extra 1K, which could make a very big difference. And of course for netherwort and netherwort pumpkin, you it's better off to sell it at the NPC because prices don't change there unless the developers actually want to change it themselves. So yeah, and it's the same case for sugarcane too. It all depends on the timing, I guess. You can either sell it in Bazaar or NPC. They're both good. So that's farming. You can make upwards to, I'd say, at the minimum, for a decent farming level, elephant pet, max toe, maybe 8 mil an hour. 8 mil plus an hour. And that's actually a lot. So, yeah. Especially for early game. Wait, since we're talking about early game, I'm just gonna say 5 mil. Because you're not gonna have that high up a farming level or an elephant pet. But still, like maybe 3 to 5 mil an hour. That's very good for early game. And it could get you set up for mid game really, really fast. Now another good money making method for early game, and this one should be obvious, it's minions. Because that's what you should honestly be focusing on in early game, aside from farms. Because these guys, you don't even have to be online to make to make money with these guys. Like right now, 204K each. Yeah, I said that right. 204K each, and there's I don't know how many. 24? Let me go check. I have a minion limit of 25. I think there's just 23 then. Yeah. 23 minions. They each should have around 200K worth of melons. I'm gonna be switching this to snow again because, well, they make up way more. But for early game, of course, you still want the collection minions, but at the same time, you want to make room for clay minions. Or if you can afford it, snow minions, because these things are insane. And these guys, the snow minions, will probably be your money making minion and your mining minion for pretty much the rest of your time in Skyblock. So, yeah. And another money making method that anyone can do early game or any stage of the game actually, and I will be mentioning this again for both mid game and late game, and that's flipping. Now I don't know if early game people would like to get into flipping because, well, they don't have much, but if you want to flip, it'll mostly be bazaar flipping. You can easily go to something like let's say redstone, and right here, if you can make, let's say if you can make 46K, you can buy one and then resell it for basically 2K more, which is a lot. And of course, the more you buy, the more you get out of it. And I'll be honest, I did this while farming. So what I did was I farmed. And while I was farming, in rotations because these things grow fast. The sugarcane another wart, even with just one layer, but you would want to have more layers, obviously. So when I was farming sugarcane, warts, and carrots, at the same time I was bazaar flipping, so I can be making money while making money from farming. So two methods working at the same time. Now this is the same thing for auction flipping, and doesn't have to be big flips. It can just be something small. Like if you can afford rejuvenate books at the start of the game, they don't cost much. So let me go here. Yeah, look at that. 18k, 25. It really is just up to, why can't I find a book? It really just is up to the timing for rejuvenate books, because you want to buy, I believe, 16 of these, so you can make a rejuvenate 5 book, which will cost 650. So basically, you want to buy 16, maybe 20k, 25k books, just so you can recraft them to rejuvenate 5 books and resell it for maybe 100k profit. I can't do the math right off the top of my head. So, yeah. But it's just another, I guess, passive money making method. Even now, I'm still doing it, which still hasn't sold. I kind of wish it sold because it's worrying me that it might not. But that is the risk you take for auction flipping. It's, in my opinion, the best money making method. But you have the chance of losing a small amount, or even a significant amount, if you're not careful. So that's why this one is a little iffy for early game. So you can do at your own risk if you're just starting out. Now, this is basically what I did for early game, and what set me up for mid game to set me up for late game to where I am now. So once again, farming and mid should be your first priority. Trying to get these hoes and a maxed out elephant pet, which I don't have because I sold it, should be your first priority, because this will make you a lot of money and it will get you all the stuff you need for later on. Now, let me actually see. Do I have anything in my uh sack? Let's see. Okay, 97 carrots. Let me actually see how much I get. Right, that's potatoes. I actually had a potato farm. Wow. This is pretty much the gist of what you're doing. You're just running. Just running. And that's it. Or if you want it faster, do something like that. But just for a few seconds, already 2k carrots, and I haven't even done a row. I think this is just half a row. Yeah, I'd say half. And how much does that make me? There we go. Go to carrots. I was able to make 2,300 in literally just a few seconds. And now if you can't tell me that this is not a good money making method to spend at least an hour on, then I don't know what it is, especially for early game. So anyways, that'll be it for today. Next time we'll be talking more about mid game, and obviously next time will be late game. So for now, I'll end it here. Hopefully this helped out even just a little bit. And don't forget to join a Discord server for more giveaways, because that's obviously another way to make money in Skyblock. You just find giveaways and join them. So I'll see you next time.